Kyla and I am here to inspire you along your health journey. And I must say, March is over, but we just had an amazing live chat with Dr. Hawkins about endometriosis, and I am here to give you guys the 5 things that I learned about endometriosis. So if you are new to my channel, I'm a stage 4 endometriosis mom, and endometriosis is one of those things that is a journey. Like, it's truly something that you are on for the rest of your life once you're on it. But it doesn't mean that it has to be full of pain. It doesn't mean that you can't live the life that you want to live, and that is why I continuously talk about it. So if you were able to catch the live with Dr. Hawkins yesterday, you already know we left that live with so many tidbits and so many tips and so much information. It's something magical when you're able to have a genuine conversation with your doctor about your life. And I just appreciate Dr. Hawkins and her openness and her honesty about her personal journey and her journey as a doctor. So on the live yesterday, there were 5 things that I had to share with you guys. And if you missed the live, I'm going to share that somewhere. It'll either be on my blog, Facebook, or Insta. I'll leave it down below, a link to where you can find it. So number 1, you need a pain management doctor now. So it's no longer enough to just have an OBGYN or just to have a specialist on your side. So now you need a pain management doctor on your side. And the reason for that is with all the changes in regulations and laws around opioid use, it's no longer sufficient just to have an OBGYN and a specialist because they're not able to continuously prescribe pain medicine. So if you're in the place of your journey where you need pain medicine to maintain your lifestyle, then you need to make sure that you add a pain management doctor to your list. Major key. Like, things have changed so drastically. And I remember the day that I threw out my pain medicine, and I'll leave a video to that up here or down below. But the reality is, like, the landscape has changed. There are a lot of women who are suffering with this pain simply because the war on opioids is upon us. So the key to this is make sure you have a pain management doctor, because that's a doctor that's going to be able to consistently prescribe you pain medicine based off of the type of pain that you're having. If you've ever taken Lupron in your life, even Oracell, which is a different form of Lupron, then you need to be making sure that you're taking your vitamin C and your vitamin D. I was on Lupron in 2014, but based off of our conversation, I realized that there are long-term effects that can happen if I'm not taking vitamin C and vitamin D consistently to keep my bone mass where it needs to be. So even if you're not having symptoms now, just to protect yourself in the long run, make sure you're taking vitamin C and vitamin D if you have ever been on Lupron. Number 3, sometimes endometriosis is not the reason why you're not able to get pregnant. Okay, let me just repeat that. Sometimes endometriosis is not the reason why you're not able to conceive. And I'm like, light bulb, light bulb, light bulb. Honestly, every single woman who has Googled endometriosis has saw the word infertility tied to it. And it's something that is consistently used. The verbiage that's used around endometriosis is so dominant with us thinking that if I have endometriosis and I'm not able to conceive, it must be because of endometriosis. And that's not always the case. As we all know, endometriosis looks different on every single woman. And one woman may not be able to conceive because of where endometriosis is placed, while another woman might be having symptoms of something else, but because she has endometriosis, nobody's doing further testing to see exactly what's going on. So dig a little deeper if you're not able to conceive at this moment. It just may be something else that's happening with your body. I've always heard of endometriosis being a sister disorder, but I did not know that a sister disorder meant that the same thing that's causing endometriosis may be causing fibroids, right? So, for instance, a woman who has been diagnosed with fibroids may not dig deeper to realize that she has endometriosis as well. And a woman that has endometriosis may not have fibroids because everything is going towards their endo, right? The reason why this is so interesting to me is because right before I conceived Clay, I found out I had fibroids. And right before I conceived Clay, I made major changes in my life. The way that I was dealing with stress, anxiety, my food, like I was getting my whole life together. And in that process, I'm allowing my endometriosis pain to decrease, not realizing that what was feeding my endometriosis started to feed my fibroids. How crazy is that? Lastly, number 5, self-care is not an option. It is mandatory with this journey. I can personally see a correlation with the way I manage my self-care and how my endometriosis pain decreased. It's clear for me. But in that conversation yesterday, it became clear that self-care is not just something that was trending in my life. Like, you have to manage your pain, you have to manage your anxiety, you have to understand the food intake that you're bringing in, you have to understand your triggers to understand how to decrease your pain, decrease your inflammation, and get the life that you want with endometriosis. So planning is key. Keep a journal, write it down, track, understand what's happening with your body because you are your biggest advocate. All right, guys, I hope this video was helpful. Make sure you leave your comments down below. Like this video if it was helpful to you, and share it if it can be helpful to someone else. Until next time, peace, guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, follow, comment down below.